Hey everyone, it is Sillyman here. In the last video, I showed you how to make a shift to sprint system on Roblox. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a sprint button for mobile users so that way they also have the option to sprint. So we want to go over to Starter GUI and then insert a Screen GUI and then a text button. And then we're going to change the size. So I'm going to change it to 0.10 and then 0.050 like that. And then we'll change the text to just sprint. We'll also change the font to that. And then I'm going to change the text color to white. And then change the background to blue. Then we'll also center the button vertically. So I'm going to change this to 0.5 here. And then change the anchor point to 0.5. Like that. And then I'm also going to move this over to the right side. So change the position to 0.89 here. Like that. And then I'm also going to add a UI corner. That way we can round in the borders. So insert object and then click on UI corner. And then I'm going to change this to 0.250. Then I'm also going to make the text a little bit bigger. So I'm going to just click on text scaled here. And then I'm just going to change the name of the button to sprint. And now it's time to do the scripting. So go over to the button, right click, insert object, and then insert a local script. So we're going to start by making a variable for the button. So we're going to say local button equals script.parent. Then we're going to make a variable for the player. So local player equals game.players.local player. And then we're going to make a variable for the sprint speed. So we'll set that to 30. And then we're going to make an event for when the player clicks a button. So we're going to say button.activated connect function. Now to update the player's speed, we're going to need to get the player's humanoid. So to do that, we type in local humanoid equals player.character.humanoid. And then we need to check to make sure that the humanoid actually exists. So I'm going to say if not humanoid, then return. So that way, if the humanoid does not exist, the code will stop running. And that's why we use return. And then we're going to say if the humanoid does exist, and we don't actually have to say that, we can just say if humanoid.walkspeed, because if the humanoid does not exist, then the code will stop running here. And if it does exist, it will go on to this code here. So we're going to say if humanoid.walkspeed equals 16, then humanoid.walkspeed equals sprint underscore speed. So 16 is the normal walk speed of the player. So what this code will do is if the player is walking at a normal speed, it will make the player sprint. And then we say else humanoid.walkspeed equals the regular speed, which is going to be 16. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and hit play. And so now I'm walking normally. And then if I hit sprint, I'm now sprinting. And if I click it again, I go back to walking normally. Now, if you want to hide this button for desktop players, there is a way to do that. So what we're going to do is come up here and then type in local user input service equals game get service user input service. And then we're going to say if user input service dot keyboard enabled, then button dot visible equals false. So what this code here will do is if the game detects that you have a keyboard enabled, so if the keyboard is connected, it will disable the button. So now if I go ahead and hit play, you can see that the button is no longer there. But if you were to play the game on a mobile device, the button would still be visible. And that is going to be it for today's video. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, and I will see you all in the next video.